Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to another episode of Flip Pop. Today, I'm going to tackle this little side table that is going to be used as an altar. Remember the bedroom set that I flipped for a princess? Well, that princess was born with many health issues, so it is a miracle that she is sharing the world with us. So her family wants a little altar to thank for her well-being. Come with me to see what I end up with. After cleaning it, I started sanding it with 120 grit sandpaper. Her grandma, my friend, asked me to give it a caramel tone. I was like, caramel? I don't have that color. And she sent me some pictures of her ideas and, well, she wanted oak stain. She didn't know that, so she asked me for caramel. I understand her because when you make caramel by dissolving sugar, it has a distinct color that resembles oak with a little bit of mahogany maybe. So I'm going to sand it and try recreating that color with some wood extracts. She also wanted some gold, so I'll try to give it a solemn but beautiful look. Sanding was quite easy around the carvings, but I'll definitely have to use some chemical stripper for those intricate details. I'll try using this spray paint stripper. According to the instructions, it works immediately. I started removing the old finish with a Scotch-Brite pad. Then I used this brass brush with my drill and then finished with an old toothbrush. It works, but the wood looks a little darker there. Anyway, I continued sanding as much as I could. Hand sanding and paying attention to details is always a labor of love, guys. I decided to remove the top to make my life easier. I know you all know I hate flathead screws. They are the bane of my existence. I'll sand the backside first. I want everything clean. Now the top. This is solid wood, not veneer, so it is quite satisfying sanding without worries of blowing through veneer. I didn't film when I removed those bits of trim, but anyway, here I am replacing them. Those feet are quite damaged. I'll try to hide the damage with paint. Yes, I know some of you will complain because I will use some paint in this piece, but trust me, this will look great. I mixed some walnut and mahogany extract to get that caramel vibe that my friend wants. It looks very caramelly to me. Now comes the gold part of the video. I'll mask the top in spite of the wind that was blowing that evening. I'll paint the frame in gold, but first I'll apply a coat of clear lacquer on top of the old finish. This will protect the carvings in case someone wants to refinish it in the future. And an hour later, here comes the gold. Those carvings will pop, giving the piece a more religious look. If you've made it this far, thank you for spending your time with me. I don't take that lightly, and I am really glad you're here. If the video brought you something, a smile, an idea, a bit of inspiration, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It truly helps this little channel grow. You'll also find a few ways to support the channel in the description below if you're interested. And if you'd like to be part of the inner circle, becoming a member is a lovely way to do that. I share special updates and a bit of extra content there, all made with a lot of heart. I'll give the top a light hand sanding with 400 grit to make the surface extra smooth. I'll apply a second coat of the stain to deepen the color and to enhance the caramel vibe. For the black accent, I'll use Sherwin-Williams Caviar in satin. This is a very rich black that will give a nice contrast against the caramel stain. I applied it with a small brush and touched up the details with an artist brush. Only those details in the feet will be black. Tell me in the comments below what you think about it. I'm going to seal the top with a coat of clear lacquer in order to secure the stain so it does not smudge when I brush my poly. Now for the rest of the piece, I'll seal it with water-based polyurethane gloss finish. I personally prefer a satin sheen, but I want to be consistent with the pieces I refinished for her before. I love applying my top coat with a foam brush, but for these details and the roundness of the legs, a normal brush is better. Top coat time is always satisfying. You feel like the piece is getting ready and it feels relaxing. I'll also seal the gold paint with the same top coat in order to protect it and unify the sheen. It is finally time to reassemble the little table. Do you remember that dirty old side table? It had potential, but it felt old and neglected. Well, here it is now. These pictures were taken in her house. It is now being used as a little altar, where the family may find some spiritual peace. Tell me in the comments your reactions and if you'd have done something different. I hope you liked today's flip. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.